Alright, welcome back to another video. So we're working on the Transit in the middle of the build out, and I'm working on a couple suspension projects along the way. So I didn't film it, but I just installed a set of Bilstein shocks that I'll show you when we're into the van. And then today I'm installing a set of SumoSprings, the yellow ones, which are, they come in yellow, blue, and black, and yellow have the highest rating, I guess we'll say. So obviously on our extended 148 wheelbase Transit with the full camper build, there's going to be a lot more weight, especially when you're loaded down with water and stuff like that. So it really is important to firm up the suspension. Doing a set of SumoSprings is actually really easy. It takes the vehicle from being all over the road to almost like riding on railroad tracks. Had a set of these on my ProMaster, and it was a night and day difference in how I felt driving the vehicle down the road. Alright, so the first step is we need to jack up the rear of the van. To do that, there's these points. There's a little bit of a spacer on my jack here. Alright, and then you want to put a jack stand under there just to be safe. All we're doing is basically, we're not jacking it completely off the ground, just until the tire is about to come off the ground. You can see we've removed all the load from that tire. Alright, so here we are in the van. So you can see this jounce bumper, the factory jounce bumper, is what we are trying to replace. So here's my Bilstein shocks that I just installed. I'll have a link to the correct part number for Transit, but those were a little more of a pain than I thought, just because they come strapped, and even strapped they were too far extended, even with the van jacked up like this, for me to get it into here. So I actually had to bring another floor jack under the shock, compress it, and then kind of work this in with a screwdriver down at the bottom. Normally on shocks you can just push it up by hand enough to get it in place, but the Bilsteins are so rigid, which is the point, that it made it pretty hard to do. So anyway, so back to the SumoSpring installation. It's actually pretty easy. So all I gotta do is reach up here, and I'm just gonna twist that out like that. You can see I just pulled it out. 13 millimeter. So you won't reuse any of that, so I'd recommend just popping these kind of back in here and holding on to them just in case if they're in good condition. Alright, so you can see that this is nowhere near close to touching. Obviously right now this side's all jacked up. So in the package it comes with this heavy steel washer. No matter what, that has to be on here. And then they give you a couple of spacers. So you have this thick one and this thin one. Now, SumoSprings recommends that when everything is installed, you have a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of space between the bottom of the SumoSpring and this plate right here. Now if you're installing these on a stock van, that is what I would recommend doing, where it is unloaded, so there's no weight in the back. That way when it is loaded, it comes into contact with the SumoSpring. Since we already have ours pretty much built out, it's probably more going to be in contact as soon as we're done. So how we can kind of figure that out is this side's jacked up. So if we look at the other side, it will be a better gauge for us since it's still down. For the most part, there's a little bit of weight taken off this side, especially since I have the Bilstein shocks installed. And so as far as hardware, they give you 2 different size bolts, some washers, and some blue Loctite. So I can already tell I'm kind of going to need the longer bolts because I'm going to be using the thicker spacer. Instructions don't say anything about using to the two spacers together. Let's say use one or the other. So we'll see how it looks. It's just the thicker spacer on there. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take the washer, put the bolt through it like this. I'm going to flip this Sumo spring over and drop it down on the inside. All down in there. Pull that into place. Then put this on here. So make sure they're tightened down good. Alright, so there is how that looks as far as the spacing. With it jacked up, so I'm going to go ahead and lower it down. We'll see how it looks. Alright, so as you can see, with the large spacer with all the weight up the rear, it is just touching, which is fine because our build is almost complete and we are loaded down. So if there was no weight in the back of the van, that would not be on there. It's not going to do me any good if that is not touching when we have weight in the van. So again, this side, same thing. Alright, so here's everything installed. I'll just go ahead and lower it down and make sure they're both making even contact. Alright, so that's really it. Just take it for a test drive, see what you think of the new ride. Make sure there's no weird noises or anything. Some people have added rear sway bar also, if you don't have one. Not really necessary with the SumoSprings, honestly. You can see a rear sway bar is not gonna really add anything to the mix here. Okay, so hopefully the video was helpful. If it was, be sure to like, subscribe for more, leave a comment or question below. Until next time, we'll see you later.